Hi, I'm Poy from Summer Space. First off, I'm gonna address this elephant in the room. In this case, it's a cat. This is my first video with my face in it, and it's the only footage that works, but I messed up the mic setup, so I guess I can just introduce you to my boss, Willie. Now that I got that out of my system, let's just get started. First off, my planning system. I'm a type of person who use both paper and digital planners. These are the apps I'm using, and I can share later about my workflow if you are interested. For this video, I'm going to flip through my paper planners from 2018 through 2022, just so you can see the features I love and where I'm coming from leading to my choice for 2023. The first one is from Morsary, a brand based in Malaysia. I don't quite remember why I discovered this brand, but this is my first planner from them. And then I put my full name in Thai, Krichaya, on the cover. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of B5 planners, as you can probably see. It's a perfect size for my workstation and it's great for commuting and traveling. The structure for Morsary's planner is so organized and the paper is such a good quality. I fell in love almost right away when I got it. I also love this planner can open 180 degrees and the markers I'm using aren't really bleed to the other side, which is something that I tend to use a lot. What I love about this planner is the minimalistic and yet effective structure where I can have yearly review and spotlight. I got the horizontal weekly spread, and I really like that you can have an extra pages each month to set your goals. I honestly enjoyed using this planner. Next is 2019. This is the year I was working 2 jobs. I was working full-time as a UX designer and also teaching paper flowers on the side. So I honestly got so busy that all my planning was done digitally. That's why there's a lot of empty pages here. I ended up using Arthur Notebook and with digital calendar more, but for the sake of this video, this is a Detroit-based brand, Shinola. I got my husband a lot of stuff from this brand, and we also visited the hotel in Detroit, and I saw that they have paper goods, so I just had to get it. What I love about this planner is the paper is off-white, so when I was using this in my bright and well-lit office, my eyes were really thankful for this little detail. Other than that, it's a simple planner, premium paper and cover, so I think it's a really good planner for someone who wants something just simple and straightforward. Alright, 2020. This is the year we all know what happened, but we're not here to talk about that. Alright, since I love Morsary so much, I decided to get another one with a vertical layout instead. Of course, I got the plastic cover too because I know I would be traveling a lot that year. Little did I know, most of my trips were cancelled. I was really lucky that I got to travel back to my home country in Thailand to visit my family right before this pandemic started. I did some doodling with gel pens and some markers, no bleeding at all. Again, perfect for traveling, and I wrote a lot of stuff on my 24 hours flight back to New York. This time, Morsary comes with a monthly tab, so I put them all on the top like so. The vertical layout is slightly different from the horizontal one. This kind of synced up perfectly with my Google Calendar, and the bottom note is also very spacious as well. You can use these extra pages for reflecting, setting your goals, brain dumping, or random notes, if you will. Around halfway through 2020, I lost my full-time job, and that led me to pivot and started my own business, turning my hobby in paper flower making into a full-time job. So I did tons of planning with pens, stickers, markers, and washi tapes, and of course, I spilled my coffee onto these pages, which is a perfect representation of my 2020. moving on to 2021, my first appointed planner. I don't know why it took me this long to know about this brand. So here I am trying the first 6 months planner from January to June. But shortly after, I just got the July to December with a different color. The layout and the structure is simple but intentional. First thing right off the bat, I like the beginning of the month. You have a snapshot to put important dates and space to either draw something or brain dump your thoughts before delegate each task to the month. I absolutely love the weekly spread where you have these sections to identify your priorities, your task, and then notes. So I'm gonna go through July and December 2021 really quickly, since we've already discussed what I love about this planner. One thing to point out is I calm down with the note-taking a lot. So the majority of pens are black, blue, and a little amount of crazy color markers. And now we're here at 2022. As I've tried different planners over the years and adopted some features from bullet journaling, I wanted to try it out. This is also the same time that one of my favorite stationery stores in the UK launched their first notebook, so I took it as a sign to get it and try the bullet journaling for the first time. Okay, so you can see that the purple one is pretty beat up. This year has been fun, okay? I get to visit my family in Thailand for a month, and now the traveling restrictions has been lifted all over, I'm guessing. I brought this planner with me everywhere I go. Also, it's worth mentioning that I started to transfer my files and set up my workflow on Notion. I honestly not an expert on Notion just yet, but I'm pretty obsessed with it. But that would be another day to talk about Notion. I got these notebooks in two colors, the lavender and the orange one, but they accidentally sent me the pink one, so they sent the orange again as a replacement and let me keep the pink. So thanks Papersmith for that. My goal for this planner is to combine all the features I love about my previous planner and then adjust some of the bullet journal keys and see where they would take me. I set up my monthly spotlight, which is the feature in both Mosseri and Appointed, and I'm not entirely sure why I just haven't written anything down here. What a shame. Apart from that, I know I love monthly goal and snapshot, so I make sure I dedicate a lot of space for that and also random thought or brain dump pages at the end of the month. Since I'm also using Notion, I don't have another notebook to write down all my ideas. It's only this one planner / notebook, and everything else is all in Notion. For the weekly spread, I took the idea from Appointed where I can put my priorities, tasks, or notes for each week, and I also added section for flowers, meaning the flowers I have to make each week, and then the next week task, which is the area I'll add non-urgent tasks so that I can flip back and delegate those for the next week. Now we're here in November. The verdict to set up a bullet journal. It is so much work. I messed up a lot of my dates, layout, and sometimes I just hate my choice of design, which I was pretty frustrated. I know there are a lot of people out there who simplify the use for bullet journaling and set up their spreads beautifully, but personally, it's just not for me. Which led us to the moment we've been waiting for. My 2023 planner goes to my third Mosseri. I influenced my sister-in-law to get one too, so I'll make sure I'll include her input as a first-time user to see how she likes it. I got mine in navy blue where I'm planning to draw on it, and I also got the plastic cover as you can see how beat up my 2022 planner looked. As I am diving deeper into Notion, I think this vertical layout will sync up with my schedule really well. I am also gonna have an extra notebook from Muji here for random notes and paper flower research and whatnot. And I am now starting this new project called Project 50, where I will be using this Papersmith notebook as my journal. Here I can flip through some of the pages since I've already started. If you'd like to know more about Project 50, let me know in the comment. I can make a separate video for you. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention that this year Monastery has this small booklet that you can put your reflection on your year, which I think it's perfect for this time where things are getting crazier at my studio. And I want to take some time during the holiday to use this booklet to digest and reflect. And I'll share with you if there's anything come out of that practice, and I'll be sure to share like pens or other stationeries for this planner as well. Last but not least, I just bought my first fountain pen, given that yesterday was a International Fountain Pen Day. But anyway, after months of researching, I got this Kyoako Sport fountain pen with this ink cartridge because I'm not entirely sure which ink should I get yet. So please, if you have any recommendation for fountain pen newbie like me, don't forget to share them below. That's it for today. Please hit subscribe so you won't miss any more video like this, and also let me know in the comment what type of content you'd like to see more from me. Thanks for watching and see you next time.